Yo, what's good, everyone? And welcome to hell. Welcome to this episode of the Knicks, Jets, etc. podcast. If you ask me, we are in week 20 of the 2022-2023 season. We've just watched Zach Wilson go into Jerry World and throw one touchdown, 30-10. Defense gave up a lot of field goals. Also, a lot of mistakes. We'll get into all of it, right? Like, nobody was good today. Nobody.
Yep.
Like, our defensive line stunk. Our linebackers sucked. Our secondary sucked and got hurt, which sucks even more. But I guess we're used to it at this point. Our running back stunk. Our offensive line stunk, especially Duane Brown. Our quarterback stunk. Like, nothing here is new, right? So, welcome to hell. Welcome back, right? I'm wearing my number 8 just for the memories, like just for the good times. But we are back here, man. I can't believe they showed the carousel of quarterbacks and they have Sam Darnold, Zach Wilson, and now Aaron Rodgers. That graphic actually hurt my soul. But Greg, what's up, man? How you feeling after this pathetic loss? Honestly, I mean, I'm hoping at this point the Dallas Cowboys are so real, and I was so wrong about them just in general.
Yeah.
Because what an embarrassing loss, man. How you feeling, dude?
Yeah, man, it was terrible. I mean, it was, I was saying, like, we need to play Big Ten football. We need to run. We need to pass. I'm not sure why Breece Hall wasn't running the ball more. I mean, when he was running, he looked okay. I'm not sure. I feel like we got away from the run, even though it was a one-score game through most of it. And then it kind of fell apart in the second half. We couldn't get anything going on offense. Yeah, I mean, it was tough. It's tough to talk about. It's tough to watch. I bought Sunday ticket like an idiot because I wanted to watch Red Zone and the Jets at the same time. That was just a waste of $200, $300 because I don't care if I watch the Jets anymore. It's the same old shit. Like
no, come on, you got the quad box now.
It's the same thing. It's like you said, it's the week 20 of the 2022-23 season. Like, it's just, we're going to play good defense. And if Sauce Gardner doesn't have that pick 6, we're going to lose the game. So you have to make every pick 6 opportunity you get. You have to run back a punt or a kick return. And you have to hope Zach doesn't throw. He threw 3 interceptions today. You have to hope he doesn't throw 3 interceptions. Otherwise, we can't win a football game now. It's crazy.
See, like, I mean, I know we're like, literally, this episode is called the rapid reaction, but it's not called the overreaction. So my question to you is, do you think you're overreacting a little bit that way, or do you honestly think that's how it's going to go? Especially because, you don't have to look too far to see week 3 to week 6 on our schedule, right? I mean, Chiefs, Patriots, Denver, Philly. I mean, 3 of those teams are real teams.
It's insane. It's insane. I don't think it's too much of a reaction. I don't understand. Tony Pollard had 25 carries, and as a team, we had 16. Like, Breece Hall had 4. Dalvin Cook had 4. Like, Zach Wilson had the most carries on our team with 5 because he was running for his life. Like, why are we not running the football? I don't get it. Dak Prescott starting off the game going 12 for 12. He just had like the best start of his career against our defense. Like, our defense needs to keep us in the game. So we can't let Dak freaking Prescott go in here and have the best start of his career, completion percentage wise. So, like, what's going on here? Why? Like, the defense looks sluggish. The offense looks sluggish. Zach Wilson did not play good by any stretch of the imagination, but when we gave him some opportunities to throw the ball towards the end of the game, maybe they were in a softer defense because they were up 2 scores. He was making some plays. He was making some throws. I don't know. I'm not sure. I can't wait to go back and I don't know. Can't wait, but we had to go back and rewatch the game and try to understand more of what Nathaniel Hackett and this offense was doing, because I was watching the game live, screaming at the TV. I couldn't figure out what the game plan was.
You say rewatch this game?
I have to figure out what we're doing. Like why? Like, why does Garrett Wilson have 2 receptions? Like, he had 1 great slant for 60-something yards and a touchdown. How do we not try that 3 or 4 more times? Like, I just don't understand what we're doing. Like, 12 completions on the day. How do we have 12 completions? Dak Prescott started off the game 12 for 12. Zach Wilson had 12 completions the entire game.
Yeah, I mean, when I'm looking at the box score here, and if you're watching on YouTube, it's up from ESPN. Looking at this box score, it does feel like they're playing 2 different sports. Like, how is this even the same game? Like Dak
Yeah.
Prescott going 31 for 38, 255 yards, 2 touchdowns. On the other side, we have Zach Wilson going 12 for 27, 170 yards, and 3 interceptions and a touchdown with 3 sacks. It's tough. It doesn't even look like the same game, honestly.
My thing is just where's our defense? Where's the pass rush? All I was
Let's
talking
start
about
there.
all season was the pass rush, the pass rush, the pass rush. Like, where's Bryce Huff? How come Bryce Huff has the quickest get off I've ever seen in preseason? And then all of a sudden we get into the season and we're running him on trick plays and he's like slanted inside. Like, no, he's a speed rusher off the edge. Just use his speed to get upfield.
Well,
And why are we getting so complicated?
I mean, how many opportunities did he have on 3rd down and long, right? Like, because any 3rd down
Yeah.
and short, they were just throwing slants out here. I mean, honestly, the least of my problems, the least of my issues today are the defensive line, especially not Bryce Huff. I mean, he had a couple of nice tackles. If you want to talk about the defensive line and you want to start there, right? Let's start with the defense. Let's start with the defensive line. I'm sorry, but I love Carl Lawson. He's a good guy. I was really excited when we signed him. Okay, I was really happy that he decided to restructure his deal this year. But him playing and doing absolutely nothing and then scratching Will McDonald blows my mind. Makes no sense in my brain. Okay, number 1, makes no sense in my brain. Number 2, if we're like really, we have to really think about this defense and we're really relying on the secondary, then we have to talk when Sauce Gardner gets slashed. He got killed today, right? Yeah, Eccles got hurt. Carter got hurt, so we also don't have a nickel. Also sucks. DJ Reed getting burned. But, dude, Sauce Gardner got killed today. The secondary got killed today. I don't care that Tony Adams got hurt, for those purposes. Of course, I care that Tony Adams got hurt because we have no safeties, especially. But, dude, what was going on? Like, did no one tell them that CeeDee Lamb was playing another team? Like, it's as if Brandon Cooks going down meant nothing. Like,
Yeah.
it's crazy.
No, it's
dude.
true. I mean, I thought with Brandon Cooks out, like, okay, we could just queue up on CeeDee Lamb and just 11 catches for 143 yards. Like, how are we allowing 143 yards to a wide receiver? Like, this is supposed to be a top 5 defense. I'm kind of getting sick and tired of the whole, like, we don't lock anyone down. Sauce plays his side. DJ Reed plays his side. Like, dude, just lock down CeeDee Lamb. Like, make Jalen Tolbert and Jake Ferguson beat you.
Dude, no, not Jake Ferguson beat you because, I mean, like, Mikey, thank you for like, why, dude? Why can't we guard a tight end? Like, who has to tell someone that the tight end is going to get the ball? Like, even Tony Romo was joking around about it. Like, yeah, we knew in the meeting yesterday that Jake Ferguson's getting a touchdown. Like, everybody knows that Jake Ferguson, Tony Pollard, and the quarterback running is the game plan. So it just drives me nuts, man. How many times do I have to get on here and talk about that? Every game? It's every game. So next week, I'm looking ahead real quick. We have Kansas City at home. Guess what? Oh, no. Sorry. We have the Patriots at home. Guess what? Hunter Henry, Stevenson, right? And Mac Jones running out of the backfield. Like, that's what's gonna happen. I don't need to think ahead. Like, that's exactly what's gonna happen, man. It sucks being back here. It sucks being at week 20 of the 2022-23 season, but here we are. We need CJ Mosley to make tackles. We need every time there's an open field tackle, we have to make it. Unless we're not going to win the game, like you said. If there's a pick six opportunity, we have to make it. Otherwise, we're going to lose the game. Like, how many more memories of Patriots games from last year going to come into my head, right? From last week, it was the return walk-off, right? The punt return walk-off.
Yep.
This week, it's the pick six that never was. Like, the whole game changed on that. And that's enough of slander on the defense because they are a top 5 defense. And
I gotta mention JFM roughing the passer.
Okay,
like,
fine.
What are you doing, dude? How many
times?
Was
it a roughing?
How many times? Yeah.
Was it a roughing?
I think so. It's hitting him low.
Come on, dude. First of all, he got shoved. The second one was a normal tackle. Like, it was a normal tackle.
But you say the same thing every time. This is three roughing the passers we've said, and 3 times, John, you said, dude, it's completely fine. Like, he's getting called for it. So whether it's should be, shouldn't be, whatever it is, he's the only guy on the field getting called for 3 roughing passers that are on, like, critical plays and critical drives. Like, Like, he has to figure something out. Like, I get their bang calls, I get their 50-50 calls, but he keeps getting called for him, so he has to stop doing it. Like, I don't know what else to say.
It's definitely in the ref notes. Like, yo, watch out, 91, he gets rough in the passer calls. Like, watch out, he likes to hit late. Like, you know what I'm saying? He has a history of it. He has now 3 on his record. Like,
Just
that's a
stop
lot of
doing
speeding
it.
tickets. That's a lot of speeding tickets, man. Like,
Yes.
like when they look at your record before when they pull you over, right? When they're trying to think, is that when they pull you over and they're like, yo, should we give this guy a ticket or not? Like, you have to rough in the passer calls. Like, you're gonna get the 4th. You're gonna get
Just
the 4th.
stop doing it, JFM, please.
I agree with that.
Stop.
Man, I really hope that Tony Adams is okay, but it's a hamstring early in the season. That scares me. We got an elbow for Michael Carter. That scares me. We have Eccles back. Eccles is back with another penalty. Let's go. We missed you, buddy. That's what happens when you get suspended and all this crap. Man, I mean, I was fighting the stigma all off season. Week 1, we have A-Rod doing his best Vinny Testaverde, same old Jets.
Yep.
And then week 2, we're back. This is the same old Jets. I don't know what else to say. We have a
same thing as last season.
The kicker being hurt, but he wasn't the problem. Like, we were so worried about the kicker. He was fantastic. Like, he was like, that's not a worry at all. Everything we were worried about was not an issue, and everything that we were not worried about became the biggest issue. I mean, that is the New York Jets. You talked about a little bit about you want to rewatch this game, figure out what happened. Let's jump to the offense, man. Sure, the pick 6 was a tough, turning point. But I'm not gonna even say a word. I'm not even gonna talk about anything before we talk about Dalvin Cook. Yeah. Like, Dalvin Cook fumble. What are you doing, dude? You're getting more touches than Breece Hall, who honestly has the heart of the entire franchise, and he came back from an injury, and he's better than you at your position, at blocking and at catching and at running, right? So, like, what's happening here, right? He came for Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers is not here. Like, what are we doing? Like, what's the game plan here with Dalvin Cook for the next, I don't know, couple weeks?
I don't know. I'm very, very concerned about a lot of the pieces that are here because of Aaron Rodgers and him not being here. I'm worried about Dalvin Cook. I'm worried about Duane Brown, who probably should have retired, but he came back for one last ride with Aaron Rodgers. I'm worried about a lot of these guys. I mean, Robert Saleh in the post game saying that he's disappointed in the offensive line when it comes to blocking for the run. Like, that's not good. He also did mention, though, Garrett Wilson had the wind knocked out of him at the end of the game. Hopefully nothing serious.
Is that what he said?
Yeah, that's according to Connor Hughes on Twitter.
All right, well,
knocked out of him.
Real quick, I don't believe anything that Salah says about injuries, especially after going back when I rewatched the broadcast of week 1, and he's talking about an ankle.
Yeah.
And he knew it was an Achilles. Like, he literally knew it was an Achilles, and he's on national television on the most watched Monday Night Football game telling me it's an ankle. I'm not mad at him. Thank you. Like, go ahead, like, take care of the team. But now I just don't believe you, like, especially when it comes to injuries.
Yeah.
Greg, you know what that looked like to me? That looked like a hand.
That looked like a wrist. Like, either a hand or wrist. Yeah, that's what I was nervous about.
We didn't discuss it either. Okay, so Garrett Wilson has a wrist. I don't care what Salah says about getting his wind knocked. It looked like a wrist. That's why everyone's like, oh, he's walking fine. Yeah, he's walking great. It's his wrist.
Yeah, he got absolutely he got tackled right in his wrist. Yeah. I mean, he got sandwiched. So I'm nervous. Quincy Williams, though, knee injury, no update at the press conference. So we'll see what happens with that. He is stellar week 1. I think he played okay week 2. But sticking back on this offense, man, we talked about it. We've talked about it a lot, and we talked about it at length. The way you neutralize a pass rush in this league is to run right at it. And for us not to run right at Micah Parsons over and over and over again, and instead let him just pass rush freely, whether it's just absolutely torching Duane Brown on a speed rush, or whether it's running up the middle and just completely faking out our offensive line, twisting up the middle and coming right down the middle on Zach Wilson. It was sad to see. Like, you have to run at him, and you have to keep running at him. That's how you get him on his heels instead of his toes. That's how you get him tired. That's how you get him banged up. He looks like he got a little banged up on one of those pass rushes when he kind of ran into one of his other guys. But, dude, it was sad. I mean, Zach Wilson needs to get the ball out faster. We all know it. We've all talked about it. If there's nothing there, you have to start taking that there's nothing there and getting the ball out. Like, Tony Romo was talking about it. There was a screenplay. Micah Parsons is rushing on your left side on your blind spot. The screen wasn't there, so he kind of pump faked and went down with it. You just have to throw it. And if it's not there, you just have to throw it into the dirt and live to play another play. Like, these guys try to do too much. Zach Wilson tries to do too much. We saw it on the play where he's running outside. He's running out to the right, and he throws a terrible interception for absolutely no reason. Like, just, you're doing too much. Just calm down. Let these weapons that you have around you have weapons. It's not as good as the 49ers weapons, but you have weapons around you on offense. Like, just let these guys cook. Let Garrett Wilson cook. Hit him for an 11-yard slant and let him run for 68 yards. Like we can do that. Hand the ball off to Brees and let him run for 80-something yards like he did last week. Like, we can do that. So we have to rely on these weapons. I don't know what. I still can't figure. I'm so mad about the run game. I can't figure it out. It's not because I have Brees Hall in my flex spot and he got 0.9 points. I just don't know why he has 4 rushes.
It's really crazy. I'm really wondering if the Jets start thinking about making maneuvers. I know it feels like a rapid reaction, overreaction, but if it's just in their brain, like Duane Brown, if you retire, like, you're gonna get paid. You're gonna get your full money.
Yeah.
Jets can move on, put Mekhi Becton at left tackle, see what they got, and then maybe put Max Mitchell, actually activate him and put him at right tackle. You know what I mean? Like, maybe let's see there. Like, Randall Cobb, like, how long is he gonna play? McCole Hardman had 1 snap today, Greg. Like, you talking about guys that came for Aaron Rodgers. He had 1 snap. Like, we are creating Elijah Moore. Like, we are creating the Elijah Moore issue with Brees Hall, with Mekhi Becton, Alan Lazard got his due, so Alan Lazard's hyped, right? He's like,
he had that one almost nice catch too towards the end of the game out of bounds.
Yeah, it wasn't a catch, but he should do better.
But those are the type of plays.
That's a Jet fan in a nutshell.
But John, at this point of the season, those are the type of plays we need. We need to run the ball or play action pass in rhythm, 2-step drop, throw it downfield. And like the same thing with Garrett Wilson. Like, Garrett Wilson's the play that was intercepted. I'm fine with that.
I'm not.
Like, throw it up 50-50 and let's do that all day. Let's take shot after shot after shot.
He almost killed Garrett Wilson. We can't have him almost kill Garrett Wilson.
Well, yeah,
like,
obviously.
We can't have that. No, but that's what it is, to throw with a safety coming at him. You know what I mean? Like,
that was like a 50-yard bomb downfield. It wasn't like a slant over the middle that you have the safety going to be. Yeah, it was a bad pass. That's what I'm saying. But we need to figure it out. Like, he needs to know next time. Like, Zach Wilson. Obviously, if Garrett Wilson doesn't get hurt, Zach Wilson needs to know, okay, next time I do that, I have to laser it in there instead of lobbing it up. And then next time, hopefully he goes out and does it. The problem is with Zach Wilson, you expect him to do that, and he doesn't do it. So this is it. Like, your 5th-year option's up. You have to make those corrections, or this isn't going to work out, because so far it's not working out. You're not learning. It's the same exact mistakes I watched all last season.
Yeah, man.
And the year before.
I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can go. I legit don't know if I can go to MetLife next week, man. I don't know if I can do it.
Dude, I feel like such a sucker for buying the NFL Sunday ticket.
I don't know
for no reason now.
Do you think that would fund you for Aaron Rodgers' injury? Like,
no, I should try. I should reach out. Like, what am I going to do? I'm going to watch. Like, I'm going to put on the quad box so I can watch Zach Wilson and this Jets offense run the ball 6 times. Like, what are we doing?
But like the crazy thing, like, okay, they
run pass, John. Run pass. Like, why did we not run the ball 30 times today?
Okay, Greg, we threw 27 times and we ran it 6 times. Like, we ran it 16 times and we threw it 27 times.
16, the Cowboys threw it. 5 of those are Zach Wilson running, so we ran it 11 times.
The Cowboys threw it 38 times. Obviously completed it 31 times, which is crazy.
Yeah.
And also Pollard had 25 rushes.
Yeah, they ran the ball 44 times. Like, dude, our defense needs to get off the field. Like, it's insane. Like, this is supposed to be a top 5 defense.
Man.
And we looked absolutely like trash today. It's plain and simple. Like, not only did Dak Prescott not look like bad, he looked good. Like, how do you let Dak Prescott look good against you? Like, it's one thing when Dak Prescott goes out there and he fumbles it, and he throws 3 interceptions. Like, okay, like, that's what you kind of expect. maybe on a bad day, we give up, 150 yards, 1 touchdown, and 1 pick. But for him to go out and have one of the best passing days of his career against you, what are we doing? With no, like you said, with no Brandon Cooks.
He owned us, man, and we better get it together. I mean, I know Mac Jones is way worse, my boy McCorkle, way worse than Dak, sure. But if you think that you're gonna get a break next weekend because Micah Parsons isn't there, or Micah Parsons, I don't care anymore. I used to love him at Penn State. I don't care anymore. I don't care about Parsons anymore. He's gonna win Defensive Player of the Year. Great, go away.
Yeah.
Don't care. Stay in the NFC. We're gonna get crushed by the NFC East this year. We better go 2-2. Like the Eagles' loss is coming soon. Like we'll see about the Giants and the Commanders, but we better go 2-2 in that division. We're gonna get crushed by the Eagles. We're just not made for it at this point. But if you think that everything's gonna be good because Parsons not here, we have Judon in his stupid red sleeves staring us in the face next week.
Yeah.
So
we have Chris Jones the week after that. We
yeah,
have
Chris Jones.
We have the Denver front seven after that. We
I'm
have
not
the
worried about
Eagles
Denver.
front seven after that. Like we have to figure it out. We have to get it together. The way
Eagles
you neutralize these guys is by running the ball at them. Like that's not rocket science. Like I'm not a coordinator. I'm not in the NFL. Like what are we doing? Like how do we have 64 rushing yards and 36 of them are Zach Wilson scrambling? Like we ran the ball for less than 30 yards today. How?
Yeah, man. I mean, the Cowboys are good. I don't think they're this good, but they're 2-0 against the New York, New Jersey teams. We suck. The Giants had to have a miraculous comeback to beat the Cardinals today. They suck too. We all suck together. We're all 1-1. The next 2 weeks we have the Chiefs, the Patriots, who are going to crush the Dolphins, in my opinion, but we'll see how that goes.
Yep.
And then the Chiefs, who look bad today, but they're versus one of the best teams in the AFC.
Yep.
So we'll see how that goes at home. Roger Goodell's never going to get Mahomes Rodgers as long as he lives. every time. Man, Greg, do you have anything else on this game? I mean, I'm happy that kicker did well. Greg the Leg be back next year. Great. I mean, next week. Great. I got nothing, man. Morstead did fine, but just such a disappointing day, man. I mean, the problem. You know what kills me at the end here, Greg, is we were in this game for a long part of it. Even though Zach Wilson wants to throw interceptions in the post, interceptions in the middle of the field, interceptions underneath, like he was filling the secondary with passes. We still had a chance in this game. Like Dalvin Cook doesn't turn that ball over, we're in this game. Sauce Gardner returns that ball or just picks it off, we're in that game. Like they had so many field goals today. So
100%, man.
I'm not over this season.
Yeah, and like it's just tough. Like you come out of the second half, you get the ball to start, and your first drive is 3 plays minus 5 yards. Like, how do you not have something drawn up to get Zach Wilson going a little bit? How are you not running the ball a little bit? Like, what are we doing? It's incomplete pass, haul up the middle for minus 2 yards, penalty on Becton for a false start, Carter for 2 yards on 3rd and 17.
You think Nicole Hardman's going to make a big deal?
I don't know. I don't know what these guys are thinking. I don't know what's going on in everyone's minds. I think it's still a little shock.
Aaron Rodgers not walking through that door.
Yeah, just still a little bit of shock of having all these thoughts and all this stuff. And
let me give you a follow-up then. Do you think it's going to change if and when Aaron Rodgers comes back to the facility?
I hope so.
Just to chill.
That's the only thing that can save the season at this point is that in 2 weeks or whenever Aaron Rodgers can fly, he's back in the facility and he's like, dude, I'll be back for the playoff. You guys just have to make it. Whether he's not or not, I don't think he's going to be back for the playoffs, but I think I need him to tell these guys that he will be.
Or just be the OC. Just call the plays. Like if he has a headset on and he's like, bro, run the damn ball. You know what I'm saying? No. Like we need to run it. You know what I'm saying? Or he'll be like, yo, Zach, like, find number 11 every play. Call him out every play. Like he's running the same stunt. He's hiding and then coming out of nowhere and killing him. He did that 2 times.
It's
like
crazy.
He just hit it and killed him. He's like if I'm Aaron, like, yo, listen, 11's coming. Like just tell him that in the headset. And he even I noticed you, Zach. I noticed what you did. You heard Derek Carr and you put your little black tape over your ear so you could hear everything in Jerry World. So like he's doing all the little tricks except for
throwing the football. Just get it out of your hands.
So yeah, dude, tough game for Jets Nation.
Last thing, John.
Yeah.
Last thing, because I'm looking at it now, it's making me more mad. We had 3, 4, 5, 6 possessions in the second half. First possession, 3 plays and a punt. Second possession, 2 plays and a fumble. Third possession, 3 plays and a punt. Fourth possession, 3 plays and an interception. Fifth time having the ball, 6 plays and an interception. And then last time having the ball, 5 plays and an interception. To end the game on interception is like tough to do. And that's why, like, Zach Wilson, again, like, we were in this game. We were in this game until we started turning the ball over. Like, and then we started going 3 and out. Like, we can't have it. So, you know, last drive before the half was 11 plays, 59 yards, and a field goal. We need those. I'll take those. That'll keep us in these games. But the 3 plays and a punt, 3 plays and a fumble, 3 plays and an interception, just not going to get the job done. You're never going to win. Whether it's Aaron Rodgers or Zach Wilson back there, you're never going to win with that. We saw it last week with Josh Allen.
Josh Allen stinks too. Whatever.
Yeah.
I can't believe he lost to the Jets. What a loser. He lost to Zach Wilson twice. I cannot believe the Buffalo Bills lost to Zach Wilson twice. How embarrassing.
While being like odds on Super Bowl favorites, like top 3 in Super Bowl odds.
How you lose Zach Wilson twice, man? And look yourself in the mirror. All right. Next week, run, pass versus the Patriots. If I'm Bill Belichick, dude, I'm not even studying for next week. Honestly, I'm partying next week. I'm not even going to study for the game.
I'm putting 10 people in the box and these guys don't run the ball, so let's just rush them and get an interception.
Damn. I'm going to have to take a Judon prop.
Yeah, we'll be back later in the week for our preview episode, though. We'll break down all the New England and the Jets stuff after New England plays on Sunday night here.
Yeah, so we'll have a preview on Wednesday on the Jets pod. Look at the rapid reaction on Sunday. We'll see if I make it to MetLife, the Jet Life. I mean, last week was unbelievable. Do I run it back? I've been looking forward to the day we beat the 7-year streak away. If it's 8 years, I don't know how much longer I can do this. Like
it's getting.
My heart has a timetable.
Yep.
So I don't know, man. This sucks. Man, we're living on a prayer. I guess
we're sad too, Claudio. We're sad too.
I guess the 9.5 spread was real.
Yeah.
So sad, Claudio. Yeah, man. I don't even know what the spread's gonna be against the Patriots. 13.5. What do you think that? Damn. All right. That's it for another wonderful season. No, another wonderful episode.
Yeah, please.
On the Nick Jensen Center podcast. We'll see you guys on Wednesday/Thursday talking Patriots preview. Man, buckle up. Welcome to hell. This is it. We have Zach Wilson.
Run the ball.
Trade Dalvin Cook. Duane Brown resign. Put McCoy back to left tackle. Bring back Max Mitchell. Carl Lawson sit out for number 99. Be a man. Tell him. Tell 99 you should play instead. Be like a folky superhero movie. And maybe give you a headset and hang out with Aaron Rodgers or something. I don't know. Goddamn, what a bad game. All right. Hit us up. Knicks coming, Jets coming, etc. Period. Let us know what you got on this game. Let us know if you're feeling just as good as we are. Let us know just as good as Claudio is. Just as good as the whole nation is, man. Let me know if you had tickets to a game that you bought earlier, whether home or away, and you're contemplating your life right now. Hit me up. Like, I have a couple friends that were in Dallas today. Whew. That's a long flight home, man. That's a long flight home. I mean, that Minnesota one, I still feel that flight from Barrios. I still feel that Barrios catch from that flight home. So, Godspeed. See you guys Wednesday. Enjoy real football. Doubleheader tomorrow. AFC East battle tonight. Who do you want to win tonight, Greg, from a Jets perspective?
I never want New England to win, but it's on Miami.
I guess I'll go Patriots because we could beat them next week to redeem myself. And if we beat them, we're on top of the division again. I know I'm living in fantasy land, but that is the best case scenario. I did ask for it.
True.
All right. We out. Love you guys. Love the Jets, I guess. Jets.
Jets.
Welcome to hell, boys. Welcome to hell.